doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get us kicked off so we can make sure we get you out of here at a reasonable time. I'm Jason Repack. I am the president for 2023 of the Horry Georgetown Home Builders Association. At this time, I'm going to call this meeting to order. First off, as always, we'd like to make sure we welcome any of our guests. If you are a guest, a first-time visitor to the association today, please stand up and be recognized. All right, hold on one second. Stanley's going to come around. We're going to have you introduce yourself. Gotcha.
That's it.
We're live. We're live. We're working. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Willie with First Choice Plumbing. We're a residential, commercial plumber. Do everything from dripping faucets and sinks and clogged drains to custom hose. So if there's anything anybody needs, that's us.
Hello everyone, Matt's Professional Detailing. We do anything from interior cleanings to ceramic coating, so if we could be any help, just give us a call.
Hey guys, Frank here at a dumpster. We rent 10 and 20 yard driveway safe dumpsters on wheels so they won't damage your driveway or your property. Give us a call. We do everything except for concrete and mattresses. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Erica Schneider. I'm with the DVC Radio Group and DVC Next. I do media and consultant. If you need advertising on radio or digital marketing, I'm
Hey everybody, I'm Layla with Grace Revealed LLC. We are a wellness training program, so we help businesses that are struggling to find and keep good employees. We specialize in burnout prevention and employee retention. So if you know anybody stressed out that would like some tools to navigate stress and avoid burnout, let me know.
I think everyone's hand just went.
Hi everyone, I'm Anna Davidson. I'm with LP Building Solutions. We manufacture OSB, siding, subfloor, all that fun stuff. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone. John with Guy C. Lee Building Materials, ready to handle any of your orders. Feel free to give us a call.
Hello all, Jim from Gator Strong Services. We pretty much do it all from fencing to hurricane protection, screen rooms, garage screens, four-season rooms. We do cleaning and power washing, you name it, we do it. Gator Strong Services.
Hello everybody, I'm Jack Hobbs from ACLS Global. We are surveyors and engineers. We do everything in that area from land surveying to topography to construction stakeout, as-builts, and what have you. If you have any needs, come our way. Thanks.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris with Beach Air. We do heating, air conditioning, service, and installation. Thanks.
Good afternoon, Tommy Chapin, commercial banker with Pinnacle Bank. I'm here with Greg Baldwin.
How's everybody doing today? I'm Ricky Martin with Ram Environmental Group. We do lot clearing, storm drain work. We do a lot of heavy equipment grading, curb, site work, a lot of different type of stuff.
All right, thank you everybody, and if you're a first-time guest, we want to thank you for coming out today. It's something I say every week, and every month, and every month it's still true, is that the strength of our association is in our membership. So we really appreciate everybody coming out today and taking the time to come to our meeting and bring guests with you. If you are interested in signing up or learning more about becoming a member of Home Builders, this is Patrina. Please come see Patrina after the meeting today, and she will get you a membership packet. That way it has all the information you need to know and answers to all of your questions. Thank you so much. Now can I have Stan Gottschall up, please? Stan is going to give us our invocation.
Thank you, Jason. Welcome everybody today. Let us give thanks. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you have blessed us with, and we thank you for this association. We thank you that we live in a nation where we can call on your name first. And Father, we thank you for all of our many blessings, and just ask that you would bless this food to the nourishment of our body and us to thy service. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you as always, Stan. All right, now if everybody please stand for me. Something we started this year, and we're going to keep doing it, is our Pledge of Allegiance. All right, we've got a flag this time. Thank you, Stanley. All right. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. All right, so next up, I know this is what everybody's really excited for. We're going to eat. If you are a member of our film crew, that are working in the presentations today, if our speaker would like to go up and get food, please let them in the front of the line so they have time to eat. And otherwise, we're going to release you to go on up, get your plate. Remember, there are 2 sides of the buffet. Enjoy your meal. All right, everyone. While everybody's finishing up with their meal, we're going to go ahead and keep moving with the program. That way, like I said earlier, we can make sure we get you out of here at a reasonable time. Now I'm going to go ahead and have David Gwynn, who's our board liaison to the membership committee, come up and recognize and install our new members. Can you hear me? Test 1. Do you need me to speak up? I need to speak up? Ask my kids if I need to speak up. All right, like I said, we're going to bring David Gwynn up. He's our board liaison to the membership committee to recognize and install our new members.
Thank you, Jason. As Jason said, I'm David Gwynn, and I'm here today as the membership committee board liaison to induct our new members into the Horry Georgetown Home Builders Association. When I call your name, please come forward, accept your plaque. You'll take 2 pictures up here. They'll say, look right, look left. We'll take the pictures. And look, I'm just telling you how you have to do it. Look right, look left, we'll be good to go. And then you can go back to your seats. We'll do the pledge. And once we get done with everybody inducted in the pledge, if you'll go to the back, we're going to have all the new members in the back and take photos back there. So everybody learn to smile. We're going to do a lot of pictures today. All right, first new member, ECLS Global Inc., Sean Rumberger, affiliate member Jack Hobbs and Michelle Lotta. Oh, I see them. They're coming from over there.
Hey, how you doing? Hi. Man, the gang's all here. I like it.
That's nice. We got them all.
Let's you hold it right there in the middle. How about that? We'll look here. You want Fred first? Fred first. Fred first. We'll do the left first. All right. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
All right, they made a liar out of me. I said look right, look left. They want you to look left and then look right. So I know you did. First Choice Plumbing Services, LLC, Willie Taylor.
We're going to look left. All right. Yeah. All right, now right. Thanks so much.
Gator Strong, James Leone, and affiliate member Linda Harris.
They do it to me every year. All right, congratulations.
Guy C. Lee Building Materials, Joey Hill and John Meany.
Good, good. Welcome.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation, Anna Davidson. All right, now if all the new members will please stand. As a member of the Horry Georgetown Home Builders Association, do you pledge to assume the responsibilities listed in the Code of Ethics freely and solemnly, mindful that these responsibilities are part of your obligation as members of the Horry Georgetown Home Builders Association? If so, please respond by stating, "I do so pledge." Congratulations, you're now formally and officially members of the Horry Georgetown Home Builders Association. If y'all look back there, you'll see trays back there in the very back. If everybody will go back there, believe it or not, you're gonna get some more pictures taken. So if you'll walk back there with your plaques and get some more pictures taken, that'll be great. Before I introduce Berkeley, I want to remind everybody about the membership contest we have going on for the member that recruits the most new members this year. Every time you recruit a member, we're going to put your name in the hat for a drawing. At the end of the year, we're going to take a drawing, and whoever's name's pulled out is going to get a barbecue dinner. If you were at the clay shoot, it's the same barbecue you had at the clay shoot. It'll be a new batch. We won't give you the one we had last week, but it'll be a new batch. But we're going to give you a barbecue dinner for 50 people. So it's a pan of barbecue, pan of beans, pan of coleslaw, rolls, and maybe even a little banana pudding. If the person that recruits the most members is not the name we draw, we'll give the person that recruits the most members a dinner for 25, because whoever recruits the most needs to be awarded as well. So just remember that, recruit those members. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Berkeley White. He's going to come tell us a little bit about the spring clay tournament we just had. There you go, sir.
David, thank you very much. I was picking on David when he told me that he was going to introduce me. He is a tough act to follow, and he said act is the key word there. But I just wanted to come tell everyone and thank everyone, especially the staff at the Home Builders Association, all the clay tournament committee. Last week at our spring clay tournament, we had 224 shooters participate. We had 58 teams. That's the largest tournament that we've had since we've been going here, and Roseanne might have to tell me how many years that's been, but I think it's been close to 11 now. She's shaking her head, yes. Next month, we're going to present the check, and I will tell you that we raised more money than we've ever done in raffle ticket sales. So all that money will be given away to the Children's Recovery Center, and that will be done in May. And I'd just like to take a real quick second and just name all our sponsors again and give them a little bit more recognition. So for our snack sponsor, we had 210 Home Buyers Warranty. Our coffee bar sponsor was Nelson and Galbraith. Our water sponsor was Tidewater Mortgage Services. We had one beverage cart sponsor with Thomas Concrete, one beverage cart sponsor with Port City Elevator. Our lunch sponsor, which any of those that are recruiting new members will get Southeastern Insurance Consultants to do that barbecue lunch for them. And I can assure you, I had some more baked beans last night, and they are very good. Our breakfast sponsor Conway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Our award sponsor was 84 Lumber. We had 2 event sponsors. One event sponsor was Maverick Metal Fabrication, and one event sponsor was Van Air Installed Sales of Myrtle Beach. And then our presenting sponsor was Camphor Southern Pine, and they've been our presenting sponsor since we started the Sporting Clay Tournament, and they have sponsored the spring and the fall. So they have really done a lot for the association. Andy Crocker is a wonderful person, and he was there last week. So anyway, to all of those who were there, thank you very much for your support. To all those of you who were not there and have never been there, I'll tell you, Sporting Clays is real similar to playing golf with shotguns. It's a lot of fun, and so I would encourage you to get a team and to come out. And Backwoods, if we need another course, they certainly have the facility there, and we can have 3 courses instead of 2. And David might say, well, Berkeley, that might increase our amount of barbecue, but I bet he can talk to Ed and figure out a way to bring some more barbecue and baked beans. So thank you again.
Good afternoon, I'm Stanley. I work with the Home Builders Association, and I'm just coming up to talk to you about our golf tournament, which will be this August. Right now we're looking to get some members onto the golf committee, so if you're a big golfer or would like to help out, we'd love to have you join our golf committee and help plan out the event in August. So if you are interested, just email me. It's Stanley, STANLEY, .Haynes, HAINES, @HGHBA.com, and then we'll get you onto our committee. It's a great event. We will do 2 courses at Legends Golf Resort. Everyone has a great time. We get there in the morning, play a round of golf, and then have a lunch afterwards. If you have any questions, again, remember to email me, stanley.haynes @HGHBA.com. And next up, we have Jason.
Thank you, Stanley. Appreciate it, bud. All right. Sorry. Have to do some housekeeping. So, and we've talked about it for several months now, and Katrina's going to come up and talk a little bit more about an upcoming event here shortly. But as we know, one of the crucial things going on in our industry is workforce shortage, and it's our privilege to be able to participate in workforce development activities in partnership with the ATA, the Horry County School System, and Habitat for Humanity. But when we started that project, like everything, you have to learn some new things, and this is a very large house. It's probably one of the largest houses Habitat's ever built in our area, and at the end of the day, it costs quite a bit more to move than they thought it would. And so we talked about that at our last meeting, and we'd like to have Joey Parks from Habitat for Humanity come on up. Is Joey here?
I don't think he's here.
Did Joey not make it?
I was looking this morning, but we were raising some walls.
Well,
I might be able to speak for him. What could you say?
Not a thing. Come on up. You're gonna get a nice picture taken. Come on up and join us with Habitat. Thank you. Thank you, Matthew. Come on up and join us over here. So it's with pride that I say that Home Builders has stepped up, and we're going to fill the gap for those moving expenses to make sure that this is a project that can keep going into the future. And I'd like to pay special recognition and thanks to some of our members who individually through their companies have supported this effort as well. So will Jason Faulkner with Great Southern Homes come up? Berkeley White with Classic Homes. And will Stan Godchell and Seth Newman from Port City Elevators come up. In partnership with these individual members, the Home Builders Association is proud to present a check for $12,500 to Habitat for Humanity to offset the increase in moving expenses. One more time for you. Me too. So we really are. We're so appreciative of that partnership and what it does to allow us to continue to participate and grow our workforce development and our partnership with Habitat and Horry County Schools. In addition, throughout this project, we've had many of our members who contributed supplies, services, monetary support, and we've recognized those contributors with the signs on your table. So if you'll look at your tabletop and notice that those are all companies and members that have supported this project. And at this time, I'm going to ask people to stand if they have a representative from your company available and here with us today. So as I list you, please go ahead and stand up for us. At Your Service Plumbing and Drain Cleaning, Bloomin' Blinds, Carolina Cool, Carolina Spray Foam, Conway Air Conditioning, Coastal Office Solutions, Earthworks, Flooring Plus, HTC, Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse, Melton Electric, Monarch Roofing, Robert Warner and Associates, Palmetto Protection Films, Patriot 55 Services, Span Roofing, Veneer Installed Sales, and Universal Forest Products. Can we get a round of applause for those members who supported this great program? We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So next up, we're really excited about continuing our trend and our push into workforce development. I have Patrina Bartel coming up to talk to us a little bit more about that.
Hello everyone. Again, thank you to everyone that's been supporting the Habitat Project. It has made such a difference to all these kids, and I think it's really a great step forward in our workforce development efforts. So, as you can see from the little flags on your tables, we are having the Construction Palooza. Some of you learned about it at the last meeting. It's a single day in May where we will be celebrating the house being finished and moving it to its permanent residence. And then after that ceremony, we're going to be having just a big construction fair. So we would love for you, any of your colleagues, to come out and support us, set up a tent, tell people about the industry, how they get involved, what a great career it can be. We need to come out in force. So we're a strong presence here in Horry County, and they need to know how many of us are out there, and they need to know how many jobs we need filled. And the only way we're going to do that is to show up and support this effort. So it's happening May 13th. The event will take place from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it will be at the ATA school. That's the school at 701 and 22 at that intersection in Conway. It's free. The space is free. You just need to register, so we have, kind of an idea of how much space we need for everybody. It's only industry focused, so we're looking for our builders, our plumbers, our suppliers, all those people that have to do with the construction industry. This is the workforce that we're targeting. So if you can please spread the word. It does not have to be a member, but if you work with someone that needs help, tell them to come up, set up a tent, tell people about the jobs that they have open, tell them about what they need in the future. This is all going to help our workforce. Bring your family and friends. The more people we have out there, the more our presence will be known. So just bring family and friends for the day and, get some hot dogs and hang out and listen to music. We just need a lot of help with the skilled trades, and the only way people are gonna know that is if we educate them, and this is a huge opportunity for us to do so. So, thanks guys. Oh, Ethan.
Thank you. So today I'm given the pleasure to introduce WMBF's very own Jamie Arnold. Jamie is a meteorologist with WMBF. 16 years? 16. Not with WMBF, but 16 years
16 at WMBF.
With WMBF. Yeah, so he's our very own meteorologist in our area. Today he's going to be talking about weather-related events such as hurricanes, flooding, and the like. So Jamie, thank you for coming today. We're looking forward to hearing your talk.
Thank you, sir. So I know it seems kind of early, we're still in spring, but at least in my business, we're already kind of looking ahead to hurricane season, and everybody kind of gets exhausted about it, and some people tend to get excited about it. I actually just finished up a week last week. I spent all last week down in South Padre Island, Texas, for the National Tropical Weather Conference, and it's basically about 115 of all of the brightest minds in the hurricane forecasting industry, and we were all together discussing kind of what's coming up for this upcoming season, what we can do better to get the message across to the public about forecasting hurricanes, because believe it or not, after all this time, people still don't understand the forecast cone. I don't know what I'm talking about. We jokingly refer to it, don't tell anybody I said this, but inside the studio we call it the cone of death. You know, the forecast cone. People still don't know how to use it. They don't understand it. They still don't know what it means. So as a profession, we still kind of have a long way to go in sort of educating the public and teaching the general public how to sort of interpret what's going to happen and what they need to prepare for, because getting people to understand hurricanes is really tough. It is really a tough kind of job, and they are inherently uncertain. I heard some of you guys talking about Ian this past year was kind of a tough hurricane. That was one of the tougher ones we've had around here to figure out where it was going to go. And you know, y'all remember the first couple days, it was like, oh, it's going to cross Florida, weaken, tropical storm, no big deal, no big deal. And then it raced across Florida, decided it wasn't going to weaken, it was instead going to intensify, and in a lot of cases bring the second and third highest storm surge that this area has seen in the past 40 years or so. So there's always a curveball. So let's talk about one of the big things everybody likes to talk about, which is the hurricane season forecasts. I have mixed feelings on these, because if I tell you it's going to be a below average season, or if I go on the air and say it's going to be a below average season, the sort of instant thing that happens in most people's mind is, okay, cool, quiet season, we're not going to get hit. Never, ever, ever the case. The forecast for this year, the first one was released last year when I was down in Texas by Colorado State University. They're one of the leading hurricane season forecasting places in the world. And the official numbers that they're going for are 13 named storms. Out of those 13, 6 hurricanes, and out of those 6, 2 will become a major hurricane, which is a category 3, 4, or 5. The only number that I care about is 1. That is if that one storm comes here. We can have 50 storms out in the Atlantic Ocean, doesn't matter. If one comes here, it's a bad season for us. We can have 3 storms out there in any season. If one comes here, it's still a bad season. So it's really valuable information that goes into making these forecasts, but we're still unfortunately not at the point of forecasting where they are going to go. On any given year, South Carolina has a 30% chance of a category 1 hurricane passing within 50 miles of the coast. That's the center of the hurricane. A hurricane passing 50 miles offshore can still do a heck of a lot of damage around here. We've seen that with quite a few storms in the past. You break that down to Horry County, and on average, any given year, we have about a 21% chance of a hurricane passing within 50 miles of the Horry County coastline. So just on a year-to-year basis, our odds are fairly high that we are going to be impacted by some sort of tropical system, whether it's directly, whether it's indirectly. On average, we do have a hurricane once every 2 years within 50 miles of the Horry County coastline. We've been running way above that average basically since 2016. There's only been 2 years where we haven't been impacted by a hurricane here in Horry County. But now I want to get into the juicy stuff, and I want to scare you a little bit, and then I'm going to open it up to you for questions, because hopefully I can kind of fine tune what I'm talking about, because I could literally go on all day long about hurricanes. Where are my Horry County natives? Long-timers. Where are my old Horry County natives? No, I don't think I can insult anybody too much. Y'all know what I'm going with, right? The big one. No, before Hugo, the big one. Hazel. Nope, 1954. Yeah, Hazel was 1954. Category 4 hurricane made landfall at Little River, so just north of here, right on the state line. As a Category 4 hurricane with 150 mile per hour winds, Even though it kind of passed just offshore of this side of town, down at the old Air Force Base, which is now Market Common, the wind reached 130 miles per hour. The storm surge for most of Horry County was between about 15 and 19 feet. 15 to 19 feet. In most cases, obviously there wasn't what we have now, but basically the first 2 rows of the mom and pop hotels and the houses were basically wiped out from Hurricane Hazel. If you look back at the historical averages, we should, on average, get a Category 3 or Category 4 hurricane making landfall in Horry County about every 30 years. See what I'm getting at? We're way overdue. We're closing in on 70 years now since a major hurricane made landfall in Horry County. Now I know I've heard the Hugo stuff, but remember the important thing about Hugo in this area was that it didn't landfall in Horry County. It was way down in Charleston. Hugo was a big hurricane, so we got the storm surge. We got some of the wind, but it certainly wasn't a direct Category 4 impact in Horry County. That typically happens every, like I said, 30 years. So as I kind of warn people, every year that goes by that we don't get the big one puts us 1 year closer to when we're going to get the big one. And that's really the most important thing going into hurricane season is, you know, our number could be up this year, it could be next year, it could still be another 30 years. But it's going to happen. And unfortunately, I think with the growth that we're seeing here in this area, in this part of the country, with so many people from Pennsylvania and New York and Ohio, yeah, they can shovel snow and drive in snow, but they freak out when a hurricane's on the way. So we're going to have a big challenge on our hand moving forward when that big one does come. You've seen how challenging even some of these Category 1s have been around here and some of the issues from that. So thankfully we're in good hands. We've got a really good, you know, emergency management team and in place here in Horry County, so that certainly helps a lot, but we're definitely going to be kind of stretched, I think, to our max when the big one comes. So did I scare you? Yeah. A little bit? Good. All right, questions?
I just wanted to touch on this, guys. Again, I'm Gator Strong. We have a hurricane division, and it is definitely nothing to joke about. Horry County does provide, Aiken County, I know by code, they do provide plywood in most new builds, and sometimes they give you these screens. We have those aluminum panels that are tested, that will stop the 2x4. You know, it's what's inside your house, it's the water getting inside your house, it's protecting your valuables and yourself. Our hurricane protection will withstand 2, Hurricane 2, maybe a 3, depending on the product we have. But any questions about hurricane stuff, far off, just look up Gator Strong. We've got all kinds. We got stuff, you push a button on your phone and your whole house closes up from anywhere in the country. You can be in New Jersey and your home is here, you push a button, your whole house, all the roll downs will come down and block your house up tight. So any questions about hurricane, I'm your guy, give us a call.
Love it. All right, next question.
La Nina and El Nino.
Yes, La Nina and El Nino, and I'm not going to bore you guys too much with this. I know we all just had a big lunch and probably could use a nap. So the reason for a slightly lower than normal forecast for the hurricane season this year is because of El Nino. So real quick science lesson. La Nina is when the water in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of South America is colder than normal. That tends to alter the wind patterns around the world to make the wind pattern over the Atlantic Ocean more favorable for tropical storms and hurricanes to form. El Nino is just the opposite. The water off the Central and South American coast gets unusually warm. That also alters the wind pattern, but in a different way that produces a lot of wind shear over the Atlantic Ocean. So it tends to rip developing tropical storms and hurricanes apart. The thing that's making the forecast really complicated this year is we have El Nino, which by itself says a really quiet hurricane season. We're countering that with the fact that the water temperatures in the Atlantic are extremely warm. Warmer than they've been in a very long time. Obviously you have to have warm water to get tropical storms and hurricanes to form. the warmer the water, the more storms you can get, and the stronger they can become. So we have these two competing factors going into this hurricane season, and the thing that we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on is, are the water temperatures going to stay that warm to kind of counterbalance the effects of El Nino, or does El Nino get really strong and sort of overpower the water temperatures? So it's kind of a give and take forecast. We still got a couple more months to kind of see what the water temperatures are going to do and see how strong El Nino is going to get. Oh, come on, I know you got some more.
How does 13 compare to last year?
I don't remember the actual numbers. An average year is 14 named storms. I think last year we did maybe 18. Last year was a really weird hurricane season because if you remember, August was just nothing. There was nothing the entire month of August. The first hurricane season ever that we went through the entire month of August without a named storm. September hit and it was bam, 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 one after the other, and of course ended with Ian coming up here.
Statistically, how reliable are the forecasts?
Very good. Statistically very reliable, especially that National Hurricane Center cone. At the conference I was at last week, there was a bunch of studies released sort of comparing the forecast cone that we all show on television and that you see everywhere. That cone on average is about 60% more accurate than the forecast tracks produced by some of the more popular weather models you've heard of, the GFS or the European model. Hurricane Center forecast track is beating those about 60% of the time. So they're a smart group of folks down there. Anything else? Are we still taping windows during a hurricane? Yes? Who's taping windows?
It's all Gator, no tapes.
All right, good. Yes, we're not taping windows. Ever again, don't ever tape a window. It does nothing except make a mess on your window. It certainly doesn't protect you. All right, appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out.
Thank you very much. I heard 30 years till the next big one. That's what I heard. I told Jamie before he started, I said, if you need to know for the day if it's going to rain, just call and ask if I'm going to pour concrete. All right, moving on. We're going to get close to wrapping up here. I really do appreciate that. It was a great presentation. Coming up next, one of the things we make sure we encourage everybody to do is network, get to know your fellow members while you're here. One of the ways we encourage that is through our mystery handshake. Is Lisa Bain? Miss Lisa Bain's here. Can you come forward, tell us who our last person to shake your hand was?
It was Jason Faulkner.
Jason Faulkner. Come on forward, Jason. Jason gets some coffee and donuts. Thank you so much, Lisa. All right. Next up, we've got some drawings to do. Bailey Johnson, gonna come forward and help us do some drawings. First up, we're gonna do our 50-50 drawing. So if you have your raffle tickets or your 50-50 tickets, go ahead and pull them out. I always say I don't play this, but only because if I read my own number, it's gonna be real weird. All right, today we have $144 for the winner. As always, I really appreciate the people who do participate in this because the other half goes to our home builders care, which gives us the opportunity to take care of our community and our members when we need to. So thank you so much. Our winning ticket is, let's see, 553-6389. I saw some people still looking at tickets when I got past 6'3". They were real happy. Oh, we got one? Come on forward. I know everybody booed. All right, next up, we've got our door prizes. So this is so we can encourage you to go see our folks that took the time and effort to set up their tabletops in the back. We certainly do appreciate those members who've done that. And they each bring something nice in for us to give away. What are we giving away first? Sorry. All right, first up, this is for the HGHBA membership committee. We had our own table set up this week, or this month, excuse me. Another thing that you could have noticed at that table is that we were giving away some of the information about our PAC. And Carrie, thanks so much for manning that table. You know, one of the things we always talk about is how important that PAC is and making sure that we can get our message out to our local leadership and our representatives. So please consider giving to the SC PAC and making sure that we have the ability to make our interests known. So the first up is a $50 gift card to Rio's from HGHBA to, oh man, Justin Eating or Yielding? Justin?
He's gone.
Gone. Sorry. Next. I mean, I like Rio's. I can come back. All right. Don Hester. Ah, there we go. Congratulations. All right, next up we have a Flowers and Garden gift basket. I like that. From Axe Heating and Cooling to
Oh my goodness. Don't win it.
Jason Faulkner. There's work in that. There's some work in that bucket for you. All right. Next up from Monarch Roofing, the Darden Group, so Olive Garden, Longhorn, gift card for dinner there. Oh, Joseph Shaheen. Joseph? Eli. Sorry, Joseph. Tiffany Blasky? Blasky? I said it right? Man, that's the first. Congratulations, Tiffany. Yes, ma'am. I'll pick that. You have to pick up after me. I'm gonna create a mess. All right, next up from Union Home Mortgage, we have another gift card to Rio's going to John Meany. Thank you so much. Does that go in there? I don't know. That's a lot of random business cards. I don't know. All right, pull me three. All right, this is for our tabletops for our next meeting. So if you do win a tabletop, you don't have to come forward now. Make sure you see Patrina. After you sign up for your membership, if you haven't already signed up, then these folks will go see Patrina about getting their tabletop for next meeting, which is in June? No. May. I thought it was May already. All right, first up is King 1, Glenda West. It's okay. Don't have to be present for this one. We'll just get her with Patrina. Patrina will reach out to her. Next up, Smooth Transitions, Keely Bell. And last up, Tidewater Mortgage, Nick Kenworthy. So those are the people that will have tabletops in May. All right. I think that's all the drawings we have. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bailey. Thank you, Stanley. We're going to go into any old or new business. The first for old business, the membership committee, which was supposed to have a meeting today, after today's meeting, is going to be postponed until next month. As always, we're super appreciative of Rios for hosting us here and doing a great job with our service. Can we please give a round of applause for them? All right, at this time, I will open the floor to any other new business. Hearing none, I will adjourn this meeting. Thanks so much for coming out today. Drive safe, sell a lot of product, and we will see you in May.